back. Welcome back.
Yeah, I was gonna sit here and let you sit there in the awkward silence after you did that.
Okay. Because he's negative and I'm urban laughter.
She
Positive urban
she
laughter.
swears Jasmine Sullivan.
He's so negative. Like, you see that? You see how he act? I hate that for him.
It was the attempts at runs and ad libs and
Mm-mm.
the
The
breathiness.
negativity. Oh, we should start singing like a 70s like musical, like how they sang on the Wiz.
No, I'm
You
just
know how
let
they
you do
all
it by
sound?
yourself. I'm just let you do it by yourself.
You really on some negative shit today, and I hate that for us. Like,
Mm,
we were having such a good time before we went live. And
mm.
he just really
Yeah,
went
because you weren't
negative.
singing.
Y'all, we need to start singing like the Wiz.
Can
Like
you
real like
feel a brand new day?
see? Oh, but now you want to participate. Fuck out of here. It's not the time. Now it's not the time to participate.
Welcome back, ballheads. It's another episode of the Rude Urban Truth. I am JB.
I already said who I was, so I'm not saying it again.
You did?
I did. Just because
All
you
I heard
didn't hear
was you
don't.
singing.
No, no, no. I said I
When
was positive, and I said my name right after it. After saying I was positive, I done messed up the list. I hate that
hmm
for us. That's all right. Leave it, man.
This is what I have to deal with, y'all. This is what I have to deal
We
with.
have to
And
deal
yeah,
with
she over here messing up stuff.
because I'm trying to put y'all on to a black lingerie line that's a small mom and pop that I really like. I'm gonna let y'all know how my bras go.
So she really like it until she get them bras in
Yeah,
and be
listen,
like,
I
hold
like it. When
on.
I say I like it, like, you know how you gotta look at it first to see if you like it. So like how I did my Fenty subscription, I looked at it and was like,
hmm
okay, I like this. But then I had to try them on and then I fell in love with it. So right now I like it. I'm gonna tell you if I love it. If not, I'm like, I like it because they black. We gonna see how these bras is holding up on these things, okay? We gotta see how they gonna hold up. 'Cause if not, I ain't gonna say nothing.
Mm-mm-mm. Well, I don't think I've seen it. I did find some candles recently. The brand is called Big Black Wick. Yeah, play on
Mm-hmm.
words, as you can hear. And all of the candle names are like funny. Like there's one called Juicy Coochie. There's one called Golden Shower. I have one over here called Brown Bear. It is run by a married gay couple, and these names are true, but they smell great. Like the Brown Bear smells really good,
Ooh,
and the
you
Golden
all
Shower.
got hair? Wait a minute, he got hair. Yuck.
What do you mean?
You turned to the side, I seen your hair.
Oh yeah, because I had shaved it all off, so I was waiting for it to come back in so
I'm
I could
talking
help
about
it
the
out.
one on your scalp where your bang usually is.
Oh, this is normal length by the time we record.
Now, did you hear me? I said where your bang, and you really gonna ask me? You don't have no damn bang. I said where your bang usually is. You gonna really like smooth like you don't have a bang.
I mean, I have something up here. That's why I move it out of my face all the time.
When I
It's
come to
actually more
Dallas,
like when Aaliyah had like the swoop over the eye. I'm usually moving it out of my
y'all. When I come to Dallas, I want us to sit on the couch and do like them podcasts and sit with their legs closed, and I want us to talk in ASMR like this. I want it to be like
eye.
them. I don't really understand like why they're talking like this, like because that's not how they really talk.
Mm.
Like, why are y'all talking like this, y'all? Sabor, your girl out here losing weight, dropping the LBs, baby. I just showed JB my arm. I showed him my neck. Okay, I'm very excited about it. I have the gallons. I just keep shimmying. I'm like, oh, because look, I'm so happy.
That's good. I am happy for you.
Yes, the
But
waxing
y'all,
is making my
when she be describing this
underarms
stuff to
lighten it
you, it
up.
just makes you like you be wanting to like be like happy, but you try not to laugh because she's describing stuff in such a funny way. So I'm over here feeling awkward, like I want to laugh, but this is not a
Shut up,
laughing
because
time.
I'm so happy. I've been losing weight, like, because we've had to start to go to work in a hybrid model. So we do 2 days from home, 3 in the office. Yo, them little 3 days in the office, I be getting busy on the steps. Okay, that's
Mm.
because I gotta walk to the subway. I walk around on lunch. I walk around during the office. Then I walk around home. Then I go. I'm like weight falling off the bums. I've been losing 2 pounds a week.
Oh, look at you!
Okay, because I'm
And
down
it's not even with
14.
heroin.
Hello, hello. And first of all, I wouldn't have been heroin. It would have been coke for a quick turnaround time. Secondly, y'all know my dad was a crackhead, so I don't fool with none of them drugs. I don't care how much fun we having. I ain't doing no fucking coke. Okay. I had to tell my sister that we went to a Euphoria themed party. It was very fun, and I had to let her know no matter how much fun happens here, We, me and you, father was a crackhead. We don't do any of these drugs, okay?
Okay.
A little liquor, maybe, potentially. A little edible, potentially, because it's legal
Mm-hmm.
here in New York. But not even then. You know, it's the gateway. You know how to always say it's the gateway drug, the reefers. You got to be careful with the reefer. You got to be careful with the reefer, okay? So, it's a slippery slope, baby. You got to be
Mm-hmm.
careful. So,
Ooh, child.
here and
Oh
there is
man,
cool. You got to be a
I've
little
been
careful.
I've been trying to work out more. This thing here is amazing. I don't know if you have one, but these are great. It's a massage gun.
Yeah, he gonna pull out a vibrator. Chat. I don't know if you have one.
Okay, y'all, this is definitely
It's a
a massage.
vibrator. It's one of the ones that thrust too, ladies. It's a good one. He
No,
must have spent a
this is
lot
a
of. He spent a lot of
massage.
money. That's a massage gun. Okay.
Yeah,
It's
I have no use for this as a vibrator. I know
press it.
use
No, press on
whatsoever.
it. Y'all. It's a vibrator. Let me take a picture of this man because
See?
he messed up.
Yeah, go ahead and do the full screenshot.
Oh, I'm taking a screenshot of the
Because if
vibrator.
y'all vibrators look like this, oh my god, I feel so sorry for y'all coochies.
Got it. And I'm posting it up like, ladies, do you use vibrators? I'm about to send it like JB didn't put up this damn vibrator talking about it's a massager.
This is a massage gun,
Yeah, we call them
which is great.
massagers too.
No, what y'all have are not massagers.
He got the kind of shock you across the room.
See, this is why I can't take her ass
Oh,
nowhere.
I'm about to put this up there.
Nowhere.
Is this a vibrator? Yes or no? That needs to be our poll today. Vibrator, yes or no? Freaky Sunday.
Yeah, but that's not even going to be right because we have all basically 90% female followers who probably have some type of weird contraption like this that they use by themselves in the closet.
We gonna know it's a
Them, no,
vibrator. I told
this
you he
is
pulled out a
not what
vibrator.
this
Gonna try
is.
to tell me it's a massager.
Although some of the end pieces to this thing, they look
Wait,
like they
there's
would
pieces
hurt.
to it. It looks like a
Yeah,
drill.
because it's actually a massage gun, not a vibrator.
Yup. These now, no, these new vibrators might come with pieces. We'll never know.
No, this thing comes with like this is supposed to like dig deep into like your muscles.
It's giving me stimulator.
No, no, I'm not doing
Oh,
this.
y'all remember a few weeks ago when JB got into some real kinky shit and we wasn't even talking about that? It's just getting worse, y'all.
Okay, first of all,
I just want to keep reminding.
where's your
y'all.
rude quote?
Oh, where's my root quote?
Where's your rude quote? How about that? Let's get back on task.
Okay,
Where's your
my
rude
root
quote?
quote is okay, ladies. I agree with JT, or was it JT, or was it Young Miami? I don't know. One of them said they city girls online only, but they be handing their dudes they plate. Same. And then when I get upset, cook the eggs first. One way to piss them off: make your eggs first, and then make the bacon, and take all day making the bacon. Oh, and if you got one of those no pork eaters, you know the ones who don't eat swine. Swine is a friend of mine personally. You get one of the ones that don't eat pork, baby. Put that turkey bacon on hell and let it crisp. I mean crisp, crisp. Like let it get real like nice and like almost chocolatey covered, and then give it to him with them cold ass eggs. That'll teach him.
I don't know how we got there.
It was, you know what? I let y'all into my personal life a lot. Things went left quick. All y'all
'Cause
need to know is
I just
if it
want to
piss you off,
say
make the eggs first.
she said that quote, but in this document it says all you men are going to pay for what you did, and I was just like, whoa.
Oh yeah. Okay. First of all, that wasn't okay. All you men are going to see before I can finish. So the next section of this root quote this week, y'all. The next section is all you men are going to pay for what you did to these Jadas. Okay, little baby to Jada, Will
Mm-hmm.
to Jada, Mark to me.
Okay.
All these men are going to pay for what they did to these Jadas. Just so y'all know. By this point, I feel like y'all all know my real name, so they're going to pay. And also the extra. Shut up. He all looking at me. I was like, oh, because it just made me mad because I got a message that I wasn't supposed to be reading.
Mm-hmm.
But shut up. Don't me.
Y'all see this? I wish this was a video one.
I wish y'all could see me too, because y'all, I'm really out here like a little bit slim. I got on a tank top and shit. Like, I'm
She
out
also has
here.
on this Plinko bag too.
He always talk about my bonnet. I am a black woman. Okay,
This
y'all
is
know
not
what
a
the
very
vibe.
big bonnet this time. You must
No,
have
'cause I
like
got
your
a little-
curls
yeah.
tight or something in here.
Yeah, no, because I got a little bob. So now
Oh,
it don't. You only get a big one when it's the hair is long.
It's
or the
definitely
braid.
giving that Beyonce bob where Michelle did her bang.
Don't play with me. Do
It's
not.
definitely giving the
Do not.
Michelle Bank.
Y'all know it's not. I just washed and curled my hair less. Oh, I hate him so much. After he only trying to get me back because I exposed his vibrator. My bob is cute. It has body. No, I washed and curled my hair last night. Now the glue ain't trying
Ooh,
to
she
stick.
just had to move it.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, she lifted it up like ooh.
I ain't lift it up. I pulled it down. Now hold up. I had to pull it down like that time I had that hat. I was like, let me pull this down a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I put it where it's supposed to be. That's the only thing. Shut your ass up. Ain't nobody ask him. But see, look, my bob is bobbing.
Yeah, she definitely giving stiff wear.
Okay, right? Because he got mad body. But I got to move my bang. Now I got to remove my bang again. Because JB talking shit. But you know, smaller hair,
She
smaller
keep on
bonnet.
parking it in the middle. She gonna look like Sister Patterson, and we don't want to look like Sister Patterson.
He was saying she got this Plinko bag. About first of all, this Plinko bag is warranted because I have a little bob.
Does it have like silver lining?
This one is purple. It's a flavor. You can't tell. It ain't my normal black one. I got a little black one too, but I got a big black one. I got a red one. I got cheetah print. It's all about the customs. They be want cute in my little pajamas. Shut your bag is stiff and it stinks. It smells like black hair glue. The black glue that smell like fish. The one that people
I'm
put on
sure
their
that's why yours didn't. You had to shift it. Your glue kind of wasn't adhering because y'all should have seen it. She literally lifted that thing up. It lifted it up.
He's extremely negative today.
Like that thing almost caught air. Like
nah, it almost caught air.
Right under it.
It ain't
Just
catch air.
lift it right up.
Pull it down a little bit though. And just shimmy it in.
I love walking outside and seeing women walking in like windy spaces because it's that hand going straight to the head. Like, not today, you ain't.
Yeah, because it'll blow up the child. It blow up them sides. I said, y'all know I wash my braids and I wash my sewings. Baby, I didn't get a chance to flat iron the little pieces, and sometimes I like rebraid it down and everything. Didn't get a chance to do that. If the wind blows today, I'm be walking like this.
You better get you one of them little headbands.
Listen,
where's your French beret?
Oh, I should wear my I should wear my beret.
Serve some looks.
Serve some looks.
You got to keep them guessing. You can't have them expecting you to show out in a certain way. You got to come up there like people at work were shook when they saw me and I just had to go tea. They were shook. I was like, okay, I did this like 2 weeks ago. What are we doing? They're like, oh my God, it just looks so different. So I'm just like, well, I have to keep you guys guessing because I don't need y'all sitting here thinking y'all know me. And they just busted out laughing. No, really, I don't need y'all thinking y'all know me.
Oh, huh.
Right. Anyway, let's go ahead into rude talk. Actually, I just skipped over Black Magic, y'all. See, she done threw off my flow. Threw me all the way off. For Black Magic this week, I want to highlight Miss Dawn Staley. Dawn Staley is the head coach of the University of South Carolina Gamecocks, who just won their second championship under her. But Dawn is like amazing. She's hilarious. They be showing her like behind the scenes clips where she be doing practice with the team. She in there doing the crip walk and dancing and all this other stuff. She's really, really cool. But I like her for a lot of reasons. One, I like her because when she won the championship, I believe in 2017, she actually, during her speech, shouted out the first Black woman to ever win a championship. Like, she was basically like, this is for us. Like, you made this possible for me kind of thing. And I thought that was really dope because, people always talk about how, they're inspired by other people. Dawn never wanted to coach. She never wanted to be a coach. She just ended up falling into it. I think she coached at Temple first. And I guess Temple wasn't that great at one point while she was there. They actually had like a 28-4 record. At one point, like sis showed up and showed out, and then she went to the Gamecocks, and for the last couple of years, they've been ranked number one. And then they've won the championship, I think, 2 times. They've won 5 SEC conference championships. Let's go down her achievements. I'm gonna go down her achievements. So, Dawn was a former WNBA player. She
Okay,
was.
I was going to ask you that. Like, is this the one that you play in the WNBA? Okay,
Hmm.
confirmed.
So she's been a six-time WNBA All Star. She has she was a part of the WNBA 10th anniversary team, the 15th anniversary team. She has gotten College Player of the Year twice. She has gotten Coach of the Year twice. She has six SEC championships. She has two like I guess overall championships. What do they call them? I don't know. The NCAA Division One tournament championship. She has won three gold medals in the Olympics as a player. She has won a gold medal as a coach. Like sis' resume is extensive. So if there was
Okay.
anyone who deserved this, it was her. Um, but I don't know. I just love her. I just want to shout her out because last week they won the championship, and it was
Okay, and I
very
love it.
nice. It was very nice to see. Like, and she's so little. She's so short, but she, amongst all of these players, she come out. She ain't your height, but she's short.
Don't drag me into anything.
I'm just she's 5'6". She's 5'6" and be running circles. She was running circles around these people. So I
Okay.
just want, but yeah, shout out to her. Shout out to her because she's dope and I love
I'm
her.
so good.
And like you said, we'd love to see our
We
black
love.
women doing such amazing things.
Hello.
And I think when she won the championship in 2017, she cut down the net and then she cut it into pieces and sent them off to people that meant a lot to her or were part of like a lot of history making things. Like it wasn't just her championship to her; it was something that she needed to share or wanted to share with everybody else.
Ooh.
So that's just who she is. So I just wanted to highlight Dawn Staley for winning her championship and being the baddest because that's what she is. She is the baddest. And that's that on that.
Okay. That's that on that.
But now we can go into Rude Talk.
Ciao. Rude talk. Rude talk. He made it dry because now the glue is itching. My head itching at the top. It wasn't itching before.
What made what dry?
I said you made it dry now because you did it too prematurely.
No, you made it dry because you still weren't ready. And look,
Ciao.
she actually scratching right at the spot of her hair that she had to lift up a second ago.
No, he didn't did something to make it itch. He didn't put some kind of spell me voodoo
It's
or
that
something.
dried up glue.
Might be.
See, she is acknowledging. She knows, like, maybe it's not as secure as I thought.
It's the
It's
lace glue.
dried up and it
It's
starts to
sewn around.
itch.
You look, it's
There's a
sewn
rash
around. It's the
forming
lace
at the
glue.
top of her forehead.
Not a rash. Shut your ass up. I didn't put enough coat on.
Mm. But anyway, first I want to start by talking about this translucent person who was an OnlyFans model who just recently stabbed and killed her boyfriend.
Oh, the black guy
Um,
who,
hmm
yeah.
Well, she was out on bail within a day after she
Hmm.
stabbed and killed her boyfriend,
Of course.
and I'm just like a whole day. And not only that, the day after she released some new content on her OnlyFans. Like, this is business as usual, business as usual. But apparently, like for those of you who don't know, they claim that they had a somewhat abusive relationship. I don't know if this is true or not. It could be very well them trying to create a narrative that makes her look like she was defending
Defending
herself.
herself. Mm-hmm.
Um, but yes, she stabbed him. TMZ had video of the woman standing outside of their luxury apartment covered in blood while she was talking to the police before being detained. She was later hospitalized under the Baker Act because they wanted her to be watched for the next 72 hours just in case she decided to kill herself. So I think they're also about to do this whole mental health kick. I'm not sure.
Of course.
But yes, a day after the death, she had posted some new content on her thing. And his family's just like, so this girl stabbed my cousin to death and she got on a bill in one day. So the family's they started up a GoFundMe. It looks like they're trying to raise like $100,000 because they said that funds would go to postmortem, transportation of the body, funeral arrangement, attorney fees, litigation, counseling, and bills for the family as we seek justice for our beloved brother and son. Looks like they're already about a quarter of the way through their the amount that they're trying to raise. But I'm just trying to. I'm just. This is what it says. It says a very active investigation has been engaged by law enforcement, hoping to determine the motive of the assault, not ruling out self-defense on the woman's part and noting there was struggle between the two before the stabbing. Because the PD says that they know that there was a physical altercation between them before he was stabbed and killed.
Were they always having physical? Or is there any other records of other physical altercations? It's so little that I know. I know I've seen a lot of black women saying that we were going to mind our business
Well, this
because
is
he
an
said he
interesting
did,
part.
and I don't feel like that man deserved to die. You know what I'm saying? Like
But this is
that's
what makes it
wild.
interesting. Friends of the couple said that they knew that they had a volatile relationship, but all of them say that he was never the aggressor because they said that they've always seen him get hit by her, but they've never seen him hit her back.
The friend said this.
The friends.
Okay, that's
Like
what I
one of
was
the
saying.
girls,
Like,
her
is
name
there?
is Ashley Vaughn. She said, from what we've personally experienced between the both of them, we believe that Christian wouldn't put her in a position where she needed to stab him to protect herself. And another person claimed, I'm concerned nobody is mentioning his girlfriend, Courtney Taylor, is the one that did it. She gets violent when she gets angry and high on drugs. I'm concerned she's gotten out of jail on bail. I'm concerned a white girl would get away with murdering a black man. And that was actually
Right,
written by another white woman.
woman. Right, right. Because she knew the vibes,
Mm-hmm.
and they knew the girl. That's when you said they're trying to play the mental health angle. I was like, of course. And I've
Mm-hmm.
also just remember we talked about pretty privilege before, and
Mm-hmm.
why how only certain ones were so. And she's an attractive woman, so she'll
Mm-hmm.
probably only get a if she gets anything, a very small amount of time,
Mm-hmm.
if anything. But yeah, I was saying that. So I'm glad there's somebody speaking up saying like, no, she was the aggressor, not him. Because when they said that it was tumultuous, I was looking like, so how is it tumultuous? Like, is there any other documented records where the police come in? But if it's her
Mm-hmm.
doing it, he's probably not calling the police on her and
Mm-hmm.
saying she's hitting me and getting it documented because he probably figures like it's a woman and I can actually probably restrain her, and now she's killed it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I'm hoping that, assuming everything that the friends have been saying, and hopefully they have some type of other evidence that shows what's going on. I'm
Yeah, because she
hoping that
sounds
they
like an
have something to
abuser.
prove that he wasn't the aggressor and that she really did murder him. And then ultimately, hopefully, that means that she'll go to prison for a decent amount of time. But we
Right.
know white women, crimes that involve white people and black people tend to not escalate in the way that they should when it comes to white people. So,
Mm-hmm.
but if this was a black man who had
Especially
done this to
attractive
her,
ones.
he would not have been out on bail the
No,
next day.
absolutely not. It would have been first of all, they'd still be talking about it. Let's talk
Mm-hmm.
about that. It'd be all over the news and painting this portrait and feeding into the trope that black men are aggressors and all that
Mm-hmm.
bullshit. That's how it would be.
Yep.
And I feel like her friends know it too. Everyone knows it at this point. Like at this point and in this day and age, everyone sees the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a select few kind of still holding up.
Yep.
Anyway.
So I saw that. I felt like it was worth it. I'm gonna keep my eye on this as far as like news reporting where this goes. But just wanted to go ahead and throw that out really quickly. Now let's move into something else. And I think it's funny that we talked about some things that we usually hear, like about people who say that they actually, like when someone turns 18, their family basically is like, you're grown, you're out, you figure out life.
Mm-hmm.
And I came across this article on BuzzFeed where they're basically saying it's millennials that are sharing money lessons that they had to learn the hard way, hoping that Gen Z can learn from our mistakes. Which I feel like some of our mistakes are because we've had people that pushed us into these adult spaces without actual real education.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's great that millennials are kind of
I could
giving
have
back
put
in this way. But I
I
want to
excuse me,
know
I could have
what
put
you
that
agree with.
article in there. I could have put that article in there and we could have segued right into this.
Yeah, so like
About
I
like
want to
okay.
see your opinion on this stuff. I
All
think a
right,
lot of
let's
this stuff is great, and you and I think could provide some good insight or elaborate on this with people who may need to know this type of stuff. So number one says once you start making and saving money, invest. Let it sit in the savings account. Letting it sit in the savings account actually is letting it lose its value because the interest you earn in those accounts is pitiful and absolutely nothing compared to the rate of inflation. The value of the dollar is going down, so the money I made 10 years ago and saved for the future buys less than the amount today.
and that's kind of true. But there are some high yield savings accounts.
Yeah,
I have one through Amex that I recommend y'all all try. The Amex high yield savings still kind of like the
I
top
got
of
something in the mail for them
the
too, and I was gonna sign up.
yeah. I got it tad into my Amex cards and my so you can tie all three of your accounts together. You can tie your savings to your credit cards too.
Hmm.
So consider that. I like it.
Okay, so this one I think is something that a lot of people, a lot of us could relate to, because had we known that we had this option, some of us probably would have done it just because we know how much money is now sitting there sitting there available for us to pay back from student loans from going to college. This one says if you're currently attending college or will be in the future and have to get student loans, check with your financial aid office to see if you are able to reject some of them. If $10,000 will cover your tuition, fees, dorm, etc., and they offer you $15K, see if you can reject the extra $5K unless you really need it for rent and bills. Wouldn't it be nice to
Right.
have? Absolutely. Will it be stuck to have to pay off more down the road plus interest?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought that was. I think that's. I remember specifically reaching out to one like, "Hey, yo, I see that I'm supposed to get this much back. I don't want this much back because that means I
Mm-hmm.
have to pay this back."
Yep.
But this one, the next one says, don't pay fees to banks and score benefits when you can. There are so many credit unions and online banks with easy to avoid fees, overdraft protection, and even things like legit interest. In this case, it says 5% interest, 0.5% interest on high yield savings online versus 0.00001% from brick and mortar. Shop around and bank with someone that won't bleed you dry. And then this one is actually kind of going into what
I would say
he
that's
said.
absolutely true.
It says high yield savings accounts more often than not have balance requirements. If these requirements aren't met, the bank will charge you a monthly maintenance fee. Make sure you read and understand the fine print when you open any bank account. And I
Yeah.
think people really need to pay attention to that
Yeah. I would say
because,
just for FYI, Amex high yield doesn't have a minimum. Just so y'all know. Or at least they didn't, because remember, I opened my account up a really long time ago. I may have
mhm,
been grandfathered into a program that may no longer exist. So check it before you go sign up.
mhm.
But when I signed up for it, it was no minimum at the time. And yeah.
Okay, so this one is actually pretty cool. This one said, look for jobs that will help you pay for your education. I got a job in a call center for a large insurance company at 19. They paid up to $5,000 a year towards school at the time. I stretched out my education over a few more years than the traditional 4 years, but I saved so much money. I mean, I guess
Mm-hmm.
that's a good option.
That's
Let
a
let
great,
these
yeah.
jobs pay for you.
Right.
And also know that when you do a lot of jobs, when they do pay for your schooling, make sure that they don't require you to stay at the company for a minimum amount of time after they pay, because they will do that. Sometimes it'll sometimes be out
Yeah.
of your
They'll be like, you need
handbook.
to stay two
And then if
years.
you don't, then they'll actually sometimes charge you a percentage of that back. So when you leave, you might notice that your final check or something is a little bit lower, and it's because they've taken some of that money back because you didn't fulfill your end of the bargain where you were supposed to stay there a certain amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is interesting. I haven't read this one down, but this one says, as someone who works at a bank, I suggest the avalanche method to so many people looking to pay off their debts. It actually makes a huge difference. And while interest isn't everything, paying down your highest rate can impact you for better. So basically,
Mm-hmm.
the debt avalanche method is like step one, you list out all your debts from highest interest rate to lowest. And then step two, make minimum payments on all your debts except for the one with the highest interest
That's
rate.
right. You put the most
Pay
money on that.
Yeah, it says pay extra towards the debt with the highest interest rate. And once you've paid off the debt with the highest interest rate, then pay towards the next highest and continue to repeat until
Mm-hmm.
your debt
Mm-hmm.
is gone.
I actually live like that now. It's like I pay my credit card bills based on higher interest rates, and we keep it moving.
And then this will be my last one. This one is about 401ks. They said getting a 401k match is huge. It is free money. If your employer offers
Baby.
a 5% match, that is the same as getting an instant 5% raise. You just have to take it from the form of retirement savings and contribute the same percentage out of your paycheck. But it's still free money. Don't leave free money on the table. As soon as I
Mm-hmm.
found out how much my company matched up to, I'm like, okay, let me put that percentage as my minimum because I
Mm-hmm.
want to get all of that.
Right.
Mine
Definitely.
actually, I got to figure out what my company's actually is because they technically don't have a percentage match. They match up into a certain amount per year.
Oh, see, mine's is doing a percentage right now, and it's at 6%. That's the highest I've ever had at any job. So you know I maxed out on mine. I came in and said, "You said what?" Noted. Thank you for
Hmm.
the funds.
So I think mine matched up to a certain amount per year. So I think I'm actually technically, based off of the percentage that I was putting in, I'm about to hit that max already. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to reevaluate how I'm taking money out of my 401k then.
That makes sense.
But yeah, 401ks are a big deal. And even if, like, ideally, the whole point of your 401k is to be using it towards retirement one day. But it is also good to have, especially if you're looking to buy a home or something. You may find that if
I
you
know
have
a
enough accrued
lot
there,
of,
borrow from there. It like because there are a lot of these companies that provide
and I think they'll let you
exceptions
do it
to
with a
that
low
rule.
penalty and a low
Yeah,
fee. Yeah,
if
you don't got to
it's
pay
for a
like a
reason
ton
like
on it.
that.
Yeah, they got some for college tuition too. Because I used some for tuition one time
Hmm.
out of my 401k. I think I took like a. It wasn't like a big amount. I think it was like $10,000 or something
But
like
yeah,
that when I
definitely
was in law school.
talk with your job, see what type of if there are any restrictions to that stuff specific to that company, because it's going to vary from company to company. Every company
Mm-hmm.
handles their 401k differently. There's some companies that let you pull loans from them all the time. There are others that don't allow you to pull a loan from there unless it's a string that talking really fast.
Yeah, having a hard time, ain't we? Struggling,
Right.
struggling.
Oh my goodness. Like unless there's like specific circumstances that allow for it. Or I noticed that what was it? Some of them don't allow you to take from it unless you leave. I've seen some people do that. I've seen some companies say you can't get anything from it until you become vested in the company. Like there are lots of different parameters that are in place that will allow or restrict you from taking money out of your 401k. But yeah, that's the last thing. I thought that was good because we didn't get a lot of that growing up. At least I personally didn't get a lot of financial education growing up. I had to learn on my own. So any
Same.
opportunity to help some of these other people, I think they, assuming they listen, they
Right.
should take advantage of that stuff because, oh man, like growing up the way I did, that wasn't a big priority. Like it's unfortunate to say, but that wasn't I didn't get any real education when it came to that
Yeah, me
stuff. I had to
neither.
learn on my
Parents was trying to survive.
own. Hmm. Yeah.
They're definitely on a paycheck to paycheck vibe. Like we out here
Hmm.
trying to make sure we got somewhere to live and we got to live in the now.
Hmm. So, anyway, moving into that segment, am I the asshole? We haven't done any of these in a while.
Oh,
I'm
mm-mm.
going to do I'm gonna only do three. um, so this one, the first one, the subject is: am I the asshole for not wearing a wedding ring and making my coworker think I'm single?
Yes, child.
Right.
Because you knew, you knew.
Okay, so at the very end, she did edit and say that I don't wear a wedding ring because of skin problems. We're going to continue to go through this story to see how this connects. So, it says she is a 30-year-old female. Well, I hate that they put F for female. She's a 30-year-old woman who started working at a company recently. I get along with most of my coworkers, but have been having some issues with this guy, Morgan. Morgan, from what I understand, is what everyone would call the handsome guy in the office. He's dated two of his coworkers and hit on several others. He seemed friendly when we talked. He seemed respectable and never asked questions outside of work. He offered to buy me lunch and internet. What? Lunch and internet?
Child.
What does that mean?
I don't even know.
But
Is it like
kept sending
seamless
me.
or something? Like how you
Yeah,
order food
it's
on
literally.
seamless?
I don't hell if I know. But it says he offered to buy me lunch and internet and kept sending me funny memes and stuff. It was nice, but felt a bit too much. So I asked that he stopped, and he did. He started sending me pictures of him that were inappropriate. I texted him saying that I'm married and he was being inappropriate. He texted saying I was lying about being married to get him off my back, and then went on about how nice and attractive he is and how I'm trying to act like I don't like him to get him to try harder. I felt frustrated, especially after he kept sending pics. Days ago, he sent me a dick pic and told me to suck it. I decided to let my husband deal with it. He sent him a text back saying sorry, but small objects are a choking hazard for her, then blocked him. The other day, he came into the office looking furious and confronted me about being misled by not having a wedding ring on when I was married. I said I didn't need to prove anything to anybody and didn't lead anyone on. He said he was trying to get close to me and I should have told him I was married from the get-go. I said, I'm sorry, but he maybe shouldn't have basically tried to enforce a relationship with anyone, regardless if they're in a relationship or not. He said that my husband and I were rude and offensive and then runched out. Other coworkers said Morgan was an asshole, but I too bear the blame for having for not having my wedding ring on and being somewhat misleading. I said, I don't think I owe anyone an explanation and refuse to apologize for what happened just to keep the peace in the office. Am I the asshole? Let me go ahead and say, I actually know someone who is married who they don't wear wedding rings.
Yeah, I do too.
They
I
could
know a lot of
not.
people like that.
So, like, if someone tells you that they're married,
trust them. Yeah. Okay, so I take it back. See, that's what I get for judging a book by its cover. That's what I get. But I don't think she's the asshole. I told you I was married one time, and you continue to bother me. I don't like. I don't owe
he
you
tried
nothing.
to rationalize. He said, "Oh, you only saying that because you want me to try harder." No, he just couldn't imagine that somebody would tell him no.
I brought my husband to the office. That's because I want a husband that's brolic too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, come to the office.
Yeah, he gonna come up in the office, and Morgan gonna end up getting smithed right across the face.
We are not making that man a verb. You're not slick. We managed to go a full week without time. No, we're not making him a verb.
I'm just saying, but yeah, that's crazy. Like, he literally is upset that she turned him down, and after her telling him to stop, and then her husband jumping in there suddenly, oh, now he believes it.
Or are married that don't wear their rings all the time.
Yeah, I know some that don't wear them at all. They couldn't afford them. They got married, and they just never had them. Like, one of my old supervisors.
Yeah, like legally, she had been married.
She had been married for like 6 years. She was like, we don't have wedding rings. She was like, it doesn't like change anything. We can tell people we married. Most people know that we're married, but they just don't have wedding rings.
I don't know if I'm wearing mine all the time. If I get married, mostly because I like, how my styles, the wedding ring be clashing. I look at some of my homegirls, they wear their little rings, and I be looking like, your outfit is so cute. Your wedding ring is really messing this whole vibe up. I mean, I know it's a commitment, but sis, this would have looked so much better with like a nice little. I'm joking, no, but I do know a lot of people who don't wear their wedding rings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like.
I think it's crazy that her coworkers are also trying to put blame on her. I do think that she should have said something earlier. She let it go on for too long before she finally did say something.
Yeah.
But the moment something was said, he should have backed off.
Mm-hmm.
But for him, he just can't imagine that someone wouldn't want his handsome and attractive self.
His name is Morgan. Like,
that was a fake name.
Oh.
Yeah, she put it in quotes.
Oh, yeah, I should have known it was fake because it's that right.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so. And then everyone in the comments says she wasn't an asshole either. Okay, so this one is, am I the asshole for laughing hysterically after my husband called me housewife and embarrassing him in front of his coworkers? So this is what happens here. My husband invited his new coworkers over for dinner. When they arrived, he introduced me by gesturing at me and saying, "This is Mrs. Smith, the housewife." She said, I looked at him for a second and then I started laughing hysterically.
Does he have a work wife?
No, I think he's just trying to make it seem like that's who she is. His housewife or something. I don't know. But she said, I laughed. I looked at him for a second, then started laughing hysterically. I then told them, no, honey, I work full time. And yes, I still act like a housewife when I'm home because you simply can't bother to help. His coworkers were staring at him as he tried to laugh and change the subject and ask what they wanted to drink. Dinner went super awkward with him giving me looks and stares. Once the guests left, he blew up saying I embarrassed him by laughing like a lunatic and then making the comment I made in front of his new coworkers and ruining his image. I told him he was wrong to lie about my status and deny my degree to begin with. He said I could have talked to him about it privately, but not like this, and making his coworkers think he's useless. He stormed off and has been quiet the entire night. Was I out of line?
No, you're a dummy. First of all, how you gonna come and fake it like I'm a housewife? You're supposed to give me a heads up beforehand. Like, yo, I told these motherfuckers you're a housewife, so I need you to grill June Cleaver tonight. Lay it on thick.
Why not just say that? Hey, this is my wife.
What happens when I miss the work event because I'm at work? When I miss your work event because I'm at work?
Oh, because then you suddenly have a job.
Right. She was busy sweeping the floors and got carried away and couldn't come in.
Hi, I'm sorry. This is hi. This is Mrs. Smith, Cinderella. But tried it. Somebody in this comment said he fucked around and found out, and that's basically what happened. Because if his thing was, "Oh, you should have said something about this to me after the fact," why would you think it was acceptable to address your wife as the housewife if she's not? Like, there's nothing wrong with being a housewife, but she is not one. Why are you trying to paint this image as if this is all she is to you?
And this is what we be talking about when we be saying that y'all deserve less. It be shit like this.
He tried it.
Mm-hmm.
Tried it. Okay, so my last one. I'm rather asshole for changing my Wi-Fi password and not sharing it with the neighbor.
Oh,
It's a 23-year-old woman. She says, I live next door to Jenny. She lives with her husband and one child. I work almost all day outside, and in my spare time, I play games on the PS4 during the week. I pay for the good internet because I like not having any lag while playing or any internet slowness. I feel you, girl. My PS4 is in my room and the internet router is in the living room, so it's Wi-Fi and not cable. And because of that, I constantly check this internet speed, and it's always X. A few months ago, I invited Jenny's family over for dinner and gave them my Wi-Fi pairs, where apparently theirs was weak at my house, and I went through politeness. I don't know what.
so
I
she
think
basically was at her house and she gave them her Wi-Fi, but her Wi-Fi is so strong that it probably works at their house.
Yes. Last
I've had that
month,
happen.
I started to notice very bad internet speeds and a few technical visits to resolve until the technician asked if I passed the password to someone in the building and I put the pieces together. I then changed my password because the internet was crap and I didn't want to share it with 3 more people. Last week, the neighbor knocked on my door and asked for my Wi-Fi password because her internet wasn't working, and I commented saying I changed it because there were people from other apartments using it. She got the message and said she was having a hard time and couldn't pay for her own internet. So in desperation, she used mine. And if I couldn't give her the new password, promising that they could only use it at night. So she's trying to set parameters around when she should be able to use her neighbor's internet. I denied, saying that night was my leisure time too, and I didn't want to have bad internet, and I don't want to pay for more internet to be good for 4 people. And even more so for her using it for a month without permission. She stomped
Right.
off, and oh gosh, my new image in the building is of the petty bitch who doesn't want to share her Wi-Fi with people who are struggling financially. Am I the asshole?
Girl, no, and fuck that building. Like,
Okay.
you pay that bill, not them. Then everybody who got something the same thing you pay, share your Wi-Fi. Here's
Okay.
an option. Share your Wi-Fi. Generous person. There's always that option. Share your Wi-Fi. I've had that happen though, where I didn't have to change my password, but where you gave somebody your password and you realize that your Wi-Fi works in their spot and it's better because I have the highest one too, and I have the highest one not because I'm a gamer, but because my cable is provided through YouTube TV. So I
Mm,
do YouTube TV, and it's easier if I just have the highest level to stream for the 2 TVs in my apartment, the one in my living room and the one in my bedroom. So
you
I
know
do that
me.
too.
We
But I ain't
use
sharing it.
our
And I work from
different
home.
internet. I mean, different cable supplier.
We know. Actually, mine wasn't working no more.
I found a different one. This
Oh, you
one.
need to send me the details.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, but I really like YouTube TV. It's not bad. I like taking
How
mobily.
much is it? Like $60?
Yeah, mine's is like 70 something because I got a premium channel, and it comes with DVR. I
Gosh,
got a
she's so
premium channel.
rich.
I
Uh,
can't, I can't, I can't help it. I got a premium. I'm on auto pay. Rich shit.
Not auto
Nothing.
pay.
I'm on auto pay. Just wanted to throw that flex out there for you guys that I'm on auto pay. Um, but no, I do like it a lot. It hasn't been bad at all, and I used it when I flew to the West Coast, like because
Hmm.
you can take it on your mobile too.
Hmm.
Like it was really nice. Like I was watching all my shows on DVR that was already down. Like it was just chef kiss.
I may consider it. It's just $60, and I'm just trying to
Yeah,
wrap
it's
my
not
mind
bad,
around
and it's
stuff.
only 70 with the premium. Like mine's is like I think like 74 with the premium channel. Like it's
See,
not
I would
bad at
need
all.
tennis channel. That's like a really, really big deal
Oh,
for me.
that come. I think a lot of that stuff come with it already. Like we got a lot of channels. Like
I
we
have a
still get
lot
your
of
local
channels in my
news.
$15 one too.
We get our local channels and everything. Like I get my local news, like Channel 7 and all of that. I watch the New York Nightly News. I get ABC New York. I
She's so
get
old,
Fox New York.
y'all.
I do. I watch the news in the morning and at night. I read the Times too. Because sometimes I need to read my news because watching it sometimes be stressing me out. I be like,
Mhm.
woof.
That's why I avoid it sometimes because
Yeah,
it's
child.
so heavy nowadays.
It's so heavy. That's why I read. It's easier for me to read it and it be heavy than me actually visually
Oh yeah,
see it.
because you can just go away. Like,
Yeah, and I don't have to have the emotions tied to it. Like today, it's like, oh, my heart.
hmm.
But anyway, child.
Okay, so last topic in Rude Talk. I came across this article. It was another one. BuzzFeed, we got us a really good post. This one is actually talking about breaking up with friends
Okay.
because it's a thing. You know, people think breaking up seems to be just when you're in a dating relationship, but sometimes you have to break up with friends too. So these are people who gave examples of toxic friendships that they were in, and the final situation that happened that made them decide that they were going to walk away from it. So, like, one of these is from Stephanie. Stephanie said, I had a miscarriage after years of infertility. And my so-called friends told me that I was better off and that it was all a part of God's plan and that I shouldn't be with my husband because he doesn't make me happy and is controlling. It was girls' night. I got up and walked out and never spoke to them again. My husband and now have a 2-year-old son and I'm due anytime now with our daughter. I couldn't be happy. Yeah, I think that's so crazy for you to have a miscarriage and your friends are like, this was good. Like when you're thinking about
Right.
the emotional impact that losing a child that you were carrying, and then you have friends around you telling you that this was good that you didn't
Hello?
have.
Like, that's really a problem.
Yes. Thought it was crazy. Okay, so this one is from another Stephanie. Okay, Stephanie. This is how many Stephanies are a part of this? Because it sounds like Stephanie just doesn't have good luck. It says, I had a best friend that I met during nursing school. She used to hang out with me all the time and sometimes my ex-fiance. She was spoiled and entitled, but still mourning as she lost her father a few years prior. She was clingy, copied off of whatever I did, and then decided to sleep with my cousin. He had a
Oh.
girlfriend because she had a crush on him despite my protests. It set red flags up, but I was still friends with her. The last nursing semester of our first year approached, and it was really difficult. I studied like wow, but she waited until the last minute to study. She told everyone she was failing because her father just passed away. She ended up failing out of nursing school that semester and blamed me. We stopped talking as I should have made sure she passed. That was what she said. The ex-friend told her she should have made sure that she passed because of what happened to her.
Oh.
But
Okay.
she
A
was
little sidebar
communicating to
about people
people.
dating your relatives. The reason we don't want y'all to date our relatives is not because we don't think y'all are good for them. One, we know who our relatives are. Sometimes they're not shit.
Hmm.
Secondly, it puts us in a really bad and awkward space. It's not that we're haters. This is why we don't want you to date our relatives because it puts us
Hmm.
in a bad spot. But yeah.
But the thing that's crazy is to me that she was telling people that her father just passed. Like she was using her father's passing many years later as justification for what was happening to her in school. Now, I do know more. You can't put a time limit on mourning, but it sounds like she
Girl.
was using it as a scapegoat.
Right, like a crutch. Like,
Hmm.
baby, you can't. I lost my dad too. And I'm not saying everybody does grieve differently, so I ain't even gonna hold you.
Hmm.
I ain't gonna try to minimize it because she might really be feeling some kind of way. But sis,
Yeah, that's a lot. Okay, so let me see. Here's another one. I had a toxic friend in high school who would drive me away from my other friends, insisting that they were just making fun of me. Then, when I ditched my other friends, this friend would shame me for not having other friends. She would constantly embarrass and push my buttons. A few months later in college, she offered to talk to me about my feelings. I was stupid and really believed she changed. She then had the nerve to say that I chose not to have friends and to be abused by the president of a club we were both in. Anywho, anyone who's reading this, if your friends are saying anything like this, Brian,
the ultimate gaslighter.
right?
Like, girl. But I also understand that feeling because I feel like that's how one of my exes was. Like with him, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Like first you
Mm-hmm.
don't do this, then you do it, and it's like, well, you still ain't got, you still, and it's like, well, damn.
Mm-hmm. It's like they make an effort to make sure that you don't feel like you're enough,
Right.
and
Like,
almost like
where
make
are
you
you?
feel like if you're not enough, but this person is around, then maybe this is someone you need to keep in your space because they like you even when you're not enough,
Right.
which is trash.
Gaslighting. It is absolute trash. I hate
All
that
right,
so much.
let me see. Let me give you one more. Okay. Oh, oh, this is bad. Let
Oh,
me.
you can say, oh, this is bad.
Oh man. I mean, I guess I'll read it. I found out that my best friend had slept with our other best friend's husband.
Oh, this
Right.
is messy. Go
While
ahead.
they were all on vacation together, she crawled into their bed in the hotel and went for it. My friend, the wife, woke up while they were in the middle of it. Gasp.
And they all lived.
Yeah, I had been making excuses for my friend's behavior for years. If she hooked up with someone's boyfriend or partner, it wasn't a big deal because they were unhappy anyways. That's what she was justifying the behavior with. I'd even taken her side when she had hooked up with my ex boyfriend when she knew I wasn't over him yet because our friendship was too important. It took this incident to open my eyes to the years of toxic behavior I'd witnessed and been victim to. I haven't spoken with her since. I hope I never speak to her again. How you get in the bed with? If I'm reading this correctly, am I hearing that she crawled in the bed while the husband and wife were both in the bed,
Mm-hmm.
and the wife
Mm-hmm.
rolled over to what kind of what?
Then it would have been all, open the door, police, police. And I'd have walked out like they in there. And I'd have walked right past them. You
Oh
right,
my
they in there.
goodness. That okay? She's real
I had to
brave.
make my own sound effects for that one because I wish I,
Mm-mm. That was a lot. That was a lot.
honey.
Yeah, that. Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and make that the end of Rude Talk because I'm a shook. I'm shook it. I'm slightly shook it. Let's go ahead into Living While Black.
Because we've been black most of our lives.
I'm so happy that you're on time.
Oh, shut up. That don't make no damn sense with that wife, man. That'd have pissed me off. Like,
I'm so hot about that too.
Dog, did you hear my sound effects? Oh, no, you ain't. Boom, 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 boom. Like, yeah, that's the lamp hitting. Because you know the hotels giving them lamps. That's that lamp hitting him. Because he a man, I got to hit him with the lamp. Like, you got to really feel this. Like,
Oh goodness. Well, in Living While Black, I want to start off with something really positive. I actually have seen this particular couple on social media for a long time. I've been friends with at least one or two of them on Instagram for some time.
you don't know them. You talking about we've been
No,
friends.
I don't
with
know.
them. They
No,
follow
I
you?
don't. Let me
Did
know.
they
Let
follow
me
you
correct
back?
that because that's what I meant to say. I
I was
follow
being an
them on
asshole.
social media.
Do they follow you back? I'm about
No.
to text them back like,
Although I
cousin,
do
follow
know
me,
some
sign the
people
shit.
who know them because they would take pictures with them all the time. But it's they've actually started going viral on TikTok. I know them from Instagram, but they're going viral from TikTok. Their names are Terrell and Jarius, or I wonder if he pronounces it Jars because I went to school with some Jarises, and then this one looks like Jars, but I don't know. But their last names are Joseph. They got together in college. They're married. They started talking about kids. And they've since had kids. And I put the article link in there for you so you can see them. They are really, really cute as a couple, but then the family is as well.
Okay.
Y'all, I'm looking at her staring down at her phone because I know she
I'm
ain't
looking at the link.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at the link on my phone.
I don't trust you. No, I'm kidding.
Heartwarming Journey
yeah.
to Fatherhood.
I'm
I didn't look
kidding.
it up on my laptop because if I told y'all what I had up on my laptop, y'all would be mortified. So
But I've seen the girl. I've seen they have made lots of videos with the little girl. She is the cutest thing. She be serving looks and attitude all the time, and I be all the way here
Okay.
for her.
Is she like
But-
Dwayne Wade's daughter and Gabrielle Union's?
Oh no, because this one be given like we always joke and say Blue be looking down like, oh, look at the peasants.
Uh-huh.
This is the type of vibe. I guess she be having like glasses and everything. Really, really cute. She's in the picture. Like if you're on the page, at the very top, they have a screenshot from their Instagram post, and she has on like these big blinky glasses, and she got her hair braided and everything. Really, really cute.
Let me see. I see the Black is King. Oh yeah, I see her giving main character qualities.
Mm-hmm. But if you
Her
click on the
glasses
next
is better
thing,
than
she
everybody.
they made her Beyonce. Like
You
hit
mean
to
like
the
her
next slide.
You know, like, I'm looking at her little glasses. Oh yeah. Wait, that's her? No, that's actually Beyonce.
No, that's Beyonce.
Wait, I see
This was the inspiration.
yes, I see the inspo. I'm dying. She's definitely giving main character energy. Look at her, look at her little braids.
Mm-hmm.
She's so cute. These little beads.
I'm telling you, you go up and down their page, you see them all the time. But they make so many videos of like one of them's like he's definitely the dancer of the two. The other one kind of dances in the videos because the husband clearly wants to make the video with them dancing. So they're really cute. But they've been together for a long time. They they went through a surrogacy to have their kids, and I think the first one they had, it was they had a miscarriage. So, all the excitement around having a kid and they ended up losing. So they end up trying again. And now they have these two kids who are so cute. But I just love that it's like a positive display of love. Like, no drama, just this is life. These are our kids. This is like very Kadena and DeVal to me, where you're seeing a lot of their real life antics with their kids, having a good time, and I just thought it was really nice to see. And yeah, I saw this post last week, and I was going to say something about it then, but I was like, no, I'm gonna hold off. So I held off so that I can talk about it this week. And I think that one of the things that they said a lot, like their whole goal is to try to promote that there is a possibility for like a family as a black gay couple. And they said typically when you see this stuff in the media, you only see Caucasian men, you only see white men.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Like
but you
Modern
never,
Family.
yeah, but
You
you
just
never
see
see
Cam.
other ethnicities representing same sex couples.
Right.
So it was for them. It was important to do that, and I think one of the most popular videos they had was one of them doing the little girl's hair. They said it's a sweet daddy daughter moment. Arya will surely remember, and it says that they said Jars, who Terrell describes as a girl dad, is proud to show that he can lay her edges and slick her ponytail as well as a maternal
Okay.
figure. So it's just really cute. So if you are interested, you can go to their Instagram page is Terrell.and.jars.
Now you know I'm
And
looking them up.
and then their TikTok page is Terrell_jars. And like I said, they have over 2 million followers on TikTok. And on IG, I'm anticipating that it's a buttload there too. Let's see how many they have on IG. Because they've been on IG longer, but TikTok, it's easier for people to find you on TikTok. But yeah, they have like over 300,000 followers on Instagram. So, but really, really cute family, really cute couple. I love the display of love, black love, in every form that we can see it in. And this is just another one of those forms. So that's all I got there. But you have much to talk about apparently here for the
First of
remaining
all,
of
I'm
Living
trying to
While
say
Black.
something. First, I want to just shout out Katanji
Mm-hmm.
for being actually confirmed. Okay. Next, this will be quick. T.I. got booed. Child, when did T.I. get into stand-up comedy? T.I. got booed last night at
This
the Barclays.
Well, this is not the first time I've seen something because recently I don't know if you saw the video, but he was on live talking about some female comedian. He was at a place doing a show, and during her
Like
set
a rap show
transitioning
or the
in,
comedy show? Because the
it
comedy
was
is new
comedy
for
because
me.
he's been doing comedy for a little bit now apparently.
When did
But
old
in
boy
this,
get into?
I don't know
I'm the
because it's
only
not
one.
funny. But
Right.
he,
Wait. No, I'm not going to laugh because then what's going to happen is he's going to cuss me out and you the one who said it.
I mean, he ain't funny, but in that particular video, like she was the one who was introducing him, and she was making jokes and stuff. And I guess one of her jokes was related to the sexual assault charges that are going against him. So he came out there, and he had a whole lot to say, and then she made some posts on social media talking about like how he had called her a bitch and all this other stuff. He was like, "I ain't never called you no bitch. If you got proof that I called you a bitch, I give you $1 million." Roll that beautiful bean footage. Someone literally had a video of him calling her a bitch at that same comedy show.
Did he give her $1 million?
I don't know, probably not. But when he said that, she posted her cash up like, "I'll wait for you to send that over."
Okay, send me something.
But yeah, go ahead. I was shocked about the comedy thing too. But
Yeah, so he got booed at the Barclays last night. That was it. It was just like, oh, he got booed. Like, this is the comedy face. I'm like, of course he got booed. He's a rapper. Like, but I
mm-hmm.
mean, he's not just a rapper because I respect him trying to expand himself and grow. But that's growing pains. A lot of comedians get booed at first. You got to keep pushing. Hopefully, he don't let that stop him. Like, keep going. I mean,
Yeah, but he also ain't funny.
yeah.
He's just not funny. I mean, he's not even a good person.
Well,
Like, there's just so many
I'm not even
not
gonna say
positive things about him.
I seen some people saying that like you already showed us who you are. We don't think you're a positive person, so they're like off of him.
Yeah,
But
he's not a positive person. He's a terrible person.
yeah, there were some other like B Simone, some others. Haha Davis. I wish I could have seen him. He was funny. I think Haha Davis is hilarious, and I used to follow him. He's from there, but then there's another guy that I used to follow in Charlotte. And he blew up. He ended up being on Insecure. I started to find he lived in Charlotte. Like,
Oh yeah, we talked about him when we saw that episode.
yeah, we did. It was like, look, like, wow. But he's in like those venues. So, yeah, that was the T.I. getting booed. Now, this next thing I want to talk about is for us ladies. It's a black-owned lingerie line. Okay, it's called Shop Love Vera. It's dope. It's like a little mom and pop. I follow Black and Happy, the women's group, you know, the little women's page that like uplifts Black women and stuff on Instagram. I follow
Mm-hmm.
them, and they put us on. There was a code. They were doing like a promo, and I can't find it right now, y'all. Hopefully, JB will do some Googles and find it. But anyway, they have lingerie for us, but the nudes and stuff are like in colors of Black women. And then that's not to take away from Rihanna because you know Rihanna's there. Oh, found it, y'all. Flash shell, BOGO free on all bras, bralettes, and bustiers. The code is bra flash lovevera.com. And that's LOVEVERA.com. They have lingerie in our colors, and it just makes me happy. And they're also like, I want to say they're here in New York. So I'm going to try to see if they have an actual store I can go to. I did order some stuff. I'm gonna let y'all know how it work out because I love my Fenty stuff because like all my like almost everything I wear now is like Black owned. I buy stuff from this shop called Souk and Sapia. A couple of y'all here probably already heard of it. Lily's Closet, Black owned. It's in Houston. They have a store now. Souk and Sapia has a store now. Their store is here in Manhattan. I actually went to it. It was dope. Went to a sample sale. And they also are offering 20% off on your first purchase. So like when you make your first little sign up and you get everything, I just use the code instead of my 20%. I'm gonna just save it for next time. But yeah, so let's check them out. I just wanted to shout them out because it's like it's for Black women and it's like for like full body Black women too. And I have a lot of breasts and I'm so happy because I'm going to try these bras out, y'all. And I'm just real excited to support a small business. Like I support Fenty. Fenty is pretty much a large business now, and it's Black. But I want to support some small ones too. So I think I'm going to be rolling between the two of these things. Okay, give me a little lingerie sets. The new collection is what got me, y'all. There is a new collection for Black women. Y'all know how hard it is for us to get new bras. Y'all know how hard it is for us to get new bras as Black women, and they have a whole collection dedicated to us, and they are phenomenal. So yeah, check them out. That's all I'm saying. They have a romance collection. They got some real cute bustiers. I didn't get a bustier. But ladies, please try them out. Again, lovevera.com.
Hey, we love to see a nice Black business flourishing. I went on their Instagram page and seen they have like over 300,000 followers, and all of their photos. You can see it, like you said, it's all inclusive wear. You see all types of body styles, and I love how they have some of the most chocolate women modeling this stuff too. Because honestly, nowadays, like you don't see it as much, and I love that when it's a Black-owned business, they try to make sure they show Black in all shades. So,
and they got robes. They got everything, y'all. Man, check them out. I'm just so happy. I'm so happy. And the robes are so sexy. And anybody who knows me knows I love satin. I got satin sheets. I do satin robes. I feel like it's so sexy. They got some dope robes on there. They got this one that's long. It's called the, I think it's a C robe. It's all long and like very, I can't wait. I'm going to get that next. So I can walking around my apartment, my robe behind me being dramatic to my guys. Yes, I did use plural.
anyway.
That's all I got.
Okay, well, I think that brings us to the end of the episode. I know you don't have anything to leave anyone with because
don't do me like that. You might don't do me like that.
Mm-hmm. But I have.
I'll make sure my nose ain't need to feel. I should make
it's
sure my nose
nothing,
ain't need to feel.
It's nothing major. I just feel like we just need to realize that people have stuff going on. This post says, "I need to quit drinking, but it's just I don't know. I just miss Michael Jackson."
What? I get missing Michael Jackson. What? That is so dumb. I need to stop drinking, but I don't know. I just miss Michael Jackson. Like you're just trying to drink for anything. Like you are just what?
Also, I want to show off my fried. I made some fried fish, and it was catfish. It was so good. It was bomb. It was real good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then inside of my cast iron skillet. Mm-hmm.
That's the only way to make it. You gonna say inside cast skillet? There was another way to make it.
I mean, have you seen Paula Patton making her fried chicken?
Paula Patton, we're not going to discuss because her seasoning that grease was the wildest shit I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, did she even put any seasoning in the flour? I'm like, the chicken wasn't seasoned, the flour wasn't seasoned, and you seasoned the grease?
Mm-hmm. And
I,
this is something else I came across, and I feel like this is probably how my manager probably thinks about me at times. It says, while on a Zoom, I received a message from the host. While I appreciate you staying muted, we can see exactly what you're thinking based off of your facial expressions. I'm going to ask you to turn off your video as well. Thank you. Since I don't
wow.
know how to not be this person. Like, how do you?
And
Sometimes what people say, it just reads on your face.
they said, "Can you turn this camera off,
Can you
please and
turn that off
thanks."
too? Because just log off. You don't even have to hear
Right.
this. Just leave.
Like we know that you're not interested. Feel free to let it go.
Right. But anyway, that's all I got. That's all we got. That's all, ball heads. We will talk to you guys next week.
See y'all.